guys, good afternoon, good late afternoon. I just recorded this in my movie maker because I'm having issues, Kara, with the program that you put up. So I have to tinker with it and figure it out, and I've been tinkering for 2 hours, and I really want to share this with you guys. So you're just gonna see for today me talking. We're not gonna use anything until I figure it out, and then I'll make more Instagram because Instagram is social media in general is a huge, massive thing, right? So you'll see loads of those top 10 things to do, top whatever. This is my top 5, right? Important things on Instagram, and each one is more complicated than what I'm going to share. So I'm going to make more. Why? Because I feel that when you find a social media that works for you, it really does. I do get sales from Instagram. I used to get sales from Twitter, but I killed Twitter. Long story short, they changed their policies, and it's just not working for the way that I do things anymore. It doesn't work for what I want it to be. I don't want to spend my whole day on Twitter the way Twitter functions. I would have to because they're killing automation. As they're punishing if you automize things, and I just don't want to deal with it, right? Because I have Pinterest, I have Instagram, Facebook I'm sort of getting into. I'm going to have YouTube, and I started my blog. That's enough. That's more than enough, right? Plus Etsy and its search algorithms and everything. You don't have to be everywhere. My store's been open for over a year, so it's still very new. I don't have to be everywhere. I'm not that big of a brand that it kills me that if I'm not somewhere. It's not a big deal, right? So, Instagram. Instagram is a photo-based social media. We'll get into it. I wrote, because I get off topic quickly, so I wrote a really quick, I don't know if you can see right here. This is what we're going to be talking about. It's not really focusing because, there you go, my beautiful handwriting. I have it right here, and we're not going to get off topic. So my top 5 most important things you got to know about Instagram. First of all, hashtags. Are they important? Yes, they are important. People do search hashtags, as I told Kara. So when I'm browsing, I literally just, if I'm bored, I click that little magnifying icon on my phone, and I just scroll through to see what's happening. And I will talk about how you can get there at some point. But that's a little more complex. So that's really just for the browsing purposes, and I usually just watch videos anyway, right? Or I see pictures for inspiration and stuff like that. When I search hashtags, I'm actually looking for something. And it has been even businesses. I have been searching for, I want to buy something. I want to buy a coat. Okay, just at the top of my head, I want to buy a coat. I want to buy a new coat. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to go shopping without a plan. I don't like to waste my time. I like to go from store to store to store. So I'm the kind of person that would search tank coat. I want to see what's out there. And then what I'll do is when you search that, so you click tank coat, you'll get like loads. Tank coat, I bet, is really generic. So I'm guessing there's like millions of posts. And I'll get pretty overwhelmed quite quickly. At the top, just like Pinterest, it has like these suggestions that run at the top, right? And I'm so sorry that I couldn't connect it, so I can't show you, because I do have Instagram on my computer as well. I have Instagram everywhere, like seriously. So it is used. Now, the way I see hashtags is like keywords. My husband forgot his phone at home. That's like clicking in the background. We're gonna ignore it because it's not my phone, and I don't care. Whoever it is, like, they have my number. If they care, they can call me. It's going to irritate me in about a second. Let it go. Just let it go. Doesn't matter. Just, how can he forget his phone? How do you forget your phone? We're going to ignore it. I have very limited time. I have to finish this, wash the dishes, figure out what we're going to eat, because they're going to be home from work soon. Because, yeah, I'm surrounded by guys. I have a son, my husband, and his brother, his favorite brother, my brother-in-law. We all live together. It's a big apartment. So I'm surrounded by men, and then they have guests which are also men, and it's such a wonderful environment to be in. Lots of cleaning is involved, but I got them to do some cleaning as well. So yay for me! And my son is now destroying the living room. Center yourself before you work. Ever center yourself. Right. So we're gonna ignore that because I'm limited. Hashtags. The way I see hashtags is like tags on it, right? So when we are doing the Etsy SEO, we are all going niche. It needs to be relevant, because if you're selling baby bibs, you're not going to put wedding present as a hashtag or as a tag or anything, because it's irrelevant. Nobody's going to put that. Same thing applies, except you're not thinking just about your brand as a whole, but the actual image. Because when you search hashtags, you don't see the brand behind it. You just see the photo. Basically, it doesn't say anywhere where it's connected to until you click on the photo, right? So if you're putting a photo of a new project you're doing, you're going to use hashtag new project. You're going to use hashtag new products. You're going to use hashtag work in progress, right? Same thing applies, and you need to research those hashtags. So what I did last year, I'm going to do it this year as well, is get a notebook, because I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. I mean, you can use Excel as well. It's fine, right? I like to have it in front of me on a piece of paper. Like I have this planner. That's my planner of all the things I do. I'll also get another small notebook for the hashtags. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to sit, and it's best if you do it on the computer because it's easier, but you can do it on the phone. You're going to search hashtags, and you're going to note the ones which are showing suggestions as well. You're going to write down your competitions, so how many posts are there, and also pay attention to the photos. For example, a hashtag I like to use is hashtag love it. It's just something I like to use, but I don't necessarily use it on actual product photos. So a photo of a bracelet, because those hashtags are usually connected to lifestyle photos. So somebody wearing something, or somebody going somewhere, doing something. It's usually with a person. Because of that, you want your photos not to blend. You want them to stand out, but you don't want them to stand out like a sore thumb. You don't want them to stick out. They need to make sense to show engagement. So the way it works is you'll have high competition, medium competition, and low, depending on the post. You want to mix all of those three components. You want to have the high, the low, and the medium, because the more likes and comments that you get, the higher chances that you will be in that top posts part. Because in the bottom ones, as people add more, you will, the bottom part is recency, and the top is the ones which have most engagement. Click on the ones which have most engagement. See what's going on there, See how many likes. Can you get that many likes? Can you get that many comments? If it's 1,000 likes and the most likes you can get is 100, put that hashtag, but be aware that you need hashtags which are with less competition. Thing number 2 is engagement that I want to talk about. The more engagement you get on your posts, including when you reply to comments, it is counted, right? The higher Instagram will rate your post, your photo, right? There's a trick that I do. I'm going to share it with you guys. I don't usually talk about this trick. As you know, my phone died, and the phone I have right now, I'll show it to you, is this little old one. See? Now, I do have Instagram on it. I can't do stories. I can't do boomerang. None of the fun stuff I can do on this guy. Nothing. Because my phone, I will show you all of this. This was my phone until it died on me. See? So we thought the problem was, see, I had a proper phone and it's dead now. We thought the problem was the screen. The problem is way bigger than the screen. I know what the problem is. It will probably take to get it fixed. We'll see. So when that happened, I couldn't put high quality photos because this phone is so small that by the time I transfer photos from my camera, the one I take pictures with, my Canon camera, to the phone, I mean, the lifetime goes off. It's so much easier to take it and put it from the computer, except Instagram doesn't actually allow you to do that, in theory. So I will link below the program I use. It's called Grambler. Now this is, and I need to make this very clear, technically against the rules. So if you're the kind of person that is, everything must be done as it must be done, don't use Grambler. Because when you put a photo from your computer using Grambler on your Instagram account, right, and use the hashtags and all that, fine, they give you the option to get, I think now it's 60 free likes. So you say yes, and you will instantly get 60 free likes, like that, in a second. Not in a second, I mean actual people like it. It's not computer, an actual person liked, but they're all connected via Grambler. You can also like other people's photos in the same way and collect points to get more likes. So that's the long and short of how Grambler works. I will link it below. Why I use Grambler now. Before I use it, because I literally, the only way to get it on. Those 60 likes means that Instagram will show your stuff to various people. You will get a bigger audience, which is what you want. It is technically breaking the rules. It's not technically, it is breaking the rules. But it's all for a good cause, right? Sometimes you gotta break the rules. That's my thinking. You may disagree with me, you have every right to. That is what I use. I don't share that info with anybody, but then I really like you guys, so there you go. Now you have very cool info. I'll link it below for Grambler, because the more engagement you have, you will be featured on those top posts. As you're featured on those top posts, you will get more engagement and more engagement and more engagement, which leads to followers. That's what leads to followers, having great content and so on and so forth. We'll get to that. Thing number 3, great content. Your photos need to be good. There's no way around it. Selfies are actually, I know a lot of people do selfies, and I have to from time to time do a meet the maker, and I use hashtag meet the maker for that. You know, because the people that follow you, I have 700 followers now. You think a little over. And most of them are actually really engaged. I talk to them. They ask questions in the messages, they buy from me, and so on. These can be your potential customers, your past customers, people who have bought from you and then followed you, and other makers that you're working with or that contribute somehow to you, or that you want to collaborate with in some way. So actual people, real people are behind that. And you want to give them good content. So you don't want to just do, here's my kid playing, right? The way you think of it, what story are you telling with that photo? So my stories usually, and you can see, I will link below because I can't get it. I have lots and lots and lots of pictures of my products because it's my business page. It's my business Instagram. It has nothing to do with me. People don't care about me. I mean, sure, they do, fine. But what it means, they care about the products that I put out. They want to see what I'm working on. They want to see what I'm doing. Sure, they like to see my life from time to time. So you'll have like 20 pictures of your products, making your products, working, what inspires you, that kind of thing, quotes, blah, blah, blah. And then from time to time, here's my son, here's my husband, this is where I live. Sometimes you don't want to have like 10 photos of I went to this awesome party if it's not related in any way to your business. Like, why would anybody care if you had fun on New Year's? What does that got to do with them? Unless you organize those parties. You see what I mean? If it doesn't make sense, if it's not directly selling your product in some way, don't use that photo. You're going to get the wrong kind of followers, and they're not going to engage with your products. You want people who want to buy from you. So yes, I know the whole 3-to-1 ratio, I think, that some people say, put 3 photos of non-related to your product and 1 photo of your product, and it confuses a lot of people. Every single photo has to somehow be related to your business. So I have a photo, for example, of my son, and that was related when my store turned 1 year old, why I do what I do. So I did a number of photos. So I think the first one was for the customers, and I had a whole photo of customer reviews. And then another one was for the creativity, for the inspiration, that kind of thing. And then, of course, the end on all and be all was everything I do for my family. I do it for the money. I don't shy away from that fact. I don't work for peanuts, and people appreciate that. It is not just a hobby. I'm not playing. I have no problem sharing that with my customers, with my community, with the people that follow me, right? And people do appreciate that. So that's the photo and the story it tells, which goes on to point number 4, the description. I actually yesterday went through when I first started using the Instagram and where I am now, where I had very like 3 likes and stuff like that, very little engagement, no comments and stuff, and there was one theme which was reoccurring in every single photo was the description or lack thereof. It was like, look at this awesome bracelet. I just made this. That's not the kind of people want an actual description. This is not Etsy, right? People do actually. I know when I'm looking, if I just see a cool photo and there's nothing written there, I'll just go continue because I don't know what's going on. You need to tell the story of what is happening in the photo, behind the scenes. So if you're putting a product, say something about the product. Is it a new product? Is it an old product? A bestseller? Why do you like it? You know, that kind of thing. You don't have to put how much it costs. But let's say, for example, Kara has those molds. She could do great Instagram photos with that. Like have the molds and then have how it's used. And you could actually, in the description then, Kara, put this is this and this, the name of the mold. It takes 15 minutes to go from this to this. It can be used for so many things. What do you guys think? What would you? And it's very important if you can, not always, but if you can put a question. People will respond to that question. Like, what would you do? What would you use this mold for? Right? And you may just get at first 2 or 3 comments, but with time, as you're replying to people, and you don't have to that. It was ridiculous. Nobody times how long you respond. That is, replying to people is more important because then other people will also comment. They will feel more at ease. They will get to know you because it is social media. It is social. It is more PR, more people relations marketing than just regular advertising. People do get to know you, the way you are, the way, if they feel that you're this open person to answer questions, they will ask questions. If they feel that you care about what they tell you, when they answer your questions, if you respond, they will answer your questions. Otherwise, they'll just feel weird and shy about it. And most people are shy. Most people are like that. So you need to be really human. There's no other way to put it. Be human. Be exactly who you are. Be that person. And the final note, which comes down to your engagement. Be human. So you don't have to do it every day. I don't know whoever put that up. I think it's more connected if you want to have like instantly thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. Then yeah, quit your day job. Don't be Etsy. Just be on Instagram, and you'll have loads. And the minute you stop that amount of engagement, you will lose those followers. So that's not really working for you. If you have once a week that you can sit and you can browse through Instagram and comment on other people's photos and ask them questions and like their photos, then yeah, otherwise no. It depends on how much time you have, because people do remember. And if they know that you're usually engaging with them and suddenly you're not, they'll be like, oh, okay, they're not interested in that anymore, and they'll go away. And those are not the people who are going to buy from you. People who are going to buy from you have jobs, so they can't be on Instagram all day. That's at least my thought process. I'm going to wrap this up real quickly now. I took away enough of your time, and I'm sorry I made a big video, but keep in mind, this is just a quick recap. As I said, Instagram is a vast subject. Just that one social platform. Each one is vast. So these are my biggest tips. To recap, so hashtags, you got to research them and see, are they relevant to your product and your brand, what you're selling. If they're not, you don't have to use them. You can use all 30 hashtags. You don't have to, though, right? So it test them, and don't always use the same hashtag. Change it up a bit. So keep in mind, same like keywords. If you think of them like keywords, it'll be easier. Engagement. Get people to engage with your photos by giving good photos, by using that Grambler if you want to. If you don't, I get it. It's okay. The more people engage, the more people engage. The more popular you are, the more popular you are. Number 3 was make sure that your photo tells some story. It doesn't have to be a deep story. We're not writing Hemingway here. So I do lots of photos, you'll see on my Instagram, of just my product. And then the description, which is number 4, ties it all in. And it's important to have both, right? Really, without the description, you don't get the engagement. So you need a good description. And it doesn't have to be, again, we're not writing Hemingway. It just needs to be, I don't know, hey guys, I just made this. It's made from this, and this. It took so long to make. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Should I just scrap it? You know, and people do engage. And number 5, your engagement. Take some moment during the week. Literally during the week. You don't have to do it every day. Once a week, sit down and spend half an hour. It's not a small amount of time, I know, but spend half an hour engaging with people, liking what you actually like, seek out various things which interest you and connect to you. So your brand in some way, and connect with people. And then next time I make a video, we'll talk just about the followers, because that's a point all on its own. So I didn't actually mention it in this one, but just those 5 things will make your Instagram better. So you don't have to do it every day. But if you do post every day, post every day. If you post every other day, because people get used to your rhythm, that makes sense. And Instagram gets used to your rhythm. So stick to your rhythm. My rhythm for posting is I do twice a day because I have 2 stores. So I do 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and I alternate stores. So I'll do my store in the morning today, and my hubby store in the evening, and then tomorrow I'll do his in the morning, mine in the evening, just so that they both have those times. That's it. I don't have time to post all day. Most of us don't. So I just do once. Before Dzefer was a store of its own, I just posted once a day, and it was fine. There's no need to go crazy. You can, and you will get faster results, but you don't have to. You do have to do it on a regular basis. And I think I'll write that down somewhere, because there's a little trick to that as well. If you don't have time, if that is not your main social media, there is another trick to it, but we'll get into it. I have to make another video. I'm telling you, I already took away 23 minutes of your time, and I'm gonna just use the 2 more left to make a nice even number to say thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this amazing group. I love being. I was on many groups before, and they just usually I would get off as a tool car in the beginning because of all the whining, excessive whining, and it's not even funny whining. It's not like you won't believe the kind of customers I just met, because we have weird people. I have met recently weird people over online, you know. So, and everybody's really helpful, and I really hope that I have helped somebody in some way. If you have any questions at all, ask away. I'm here to help, and I will make more videos for you guys about this. And Kara, there's some videos there. This part has been the easiest part. The actual setup that's messing with me, so I'm not going to do any editing for this one. I think the quality is okay. I'm just using my webcam. You guys let me know. That I also wanted to ask. Let me know, is this an okay? I obviously have to wear a different shirt because I'm like gray, and I'm not gonna think about that. Just let me know what you guys think of the video as a whole, so I could get better at that, and ask me any questions about Instagram. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for allowing me to take away almost half an hour of your day. So sorry it took so long. I'm gonna get better. I promise I'm gonna get better. So off to put this on Facebook and link the things I said below. Bye guys. Thanks.